What's up guys, YST here and welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video, and today we are going to be going over one of the most sought after epic champions, especially for PvP, in Madame Serris. Now this champion is truly remarkable and we actually have a 10x event up at the moment whilst this video is going live, so hopefully some of you guys who are going for the fusion actually managed to summon her, because I remember the first time when I pulled one and it definitely took me a long time. And she was just a complete game changer, and I still use her on a day-to-day basis in speed farming my gold medals for my Great Hall. So definitely an outstanding champion, and one of a kind of. You may kind of relate it to a Rian the Conjurer, but of course they do two separate things, where one does drop defense, one does weaken, etc. But we'll talk about it a bit later on. So why is this champion so amazing, and where am I going to be using her today? Pretty much, I think she has some good early game use for the Hydra boss. She is really great in the faction wars, especially when you're trying to get those 3 stars and against those pesty Valkyries on wave 2 on stage 21. And of course, PvP and potential Doom Tower scenarios. So on the A1 ability with Panic Spread, can attack one enemy and has a 20% chance of placing a fear debuff for 1 turn. This chance increases to 30% if the target is under 1 debuff, and the chance increases to 45% if the target is under 2 or more debuffs. Now, this isn't like the best thing in the game, but it's really nice to have a fear on the A1. And if you guys get a misconception of true fear to fear, fear basically makes the champion miss a turn, but true fear kind of makes them lose their cooldowns. So it's definitely on the lower side, but still a great option. On the A2 ability, can attack all enemies and has a, let me just get this right, a 50% chance of stealing 1 random buff from each target, and places a block debuffs buff on all allies for 2 turns if any buff is stolen. Then places a true fear debuff for 1 turn on enemies who have buffs stolen. Now this is a pretty nice skill, because being able to place that true fear, which I was speaking about earlier, to potentially put some skills on cooldown is definitely really nice. And then block debuffs, who doesn't want that on your champions to mitigate all of those crazy debuffs coming our way? And of course, the stealing of the random buff to place on this champion, really nice, especially in the faction wars for me personally. So this is a really nice A2 here. But the shine of her kit, the reason why she's so infamous, is Midnight Ritual that can remove all buffs from all enemies, places a 50% decreased attack and a 60% decreased defense on all enemies for 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown. Now, pretty much in PvP, you only need to get this up once, potentially twice if using a Kaimar and you don't manage to get it on the first time. But the key to making this outstanding in comparison to a Lydia, for instance, who places a drop defense and weaken, is you're not hitting the enemies. So if you are trying to put them to sleep with a Kaimar, a Cornelia for instance, you're not going to wake them up so they don't kind of cut in and take a turn, right, from your other champions waking them up. And that is why someone like Madame Serris is just outstanding. Now, as I was saying earlier, Rian the Conjurer from the Doom Tower can do a very similar thing, where she does a weaken, and that kind of just adds to your damage. But I kind of spoke about in another video that weaken is better if you're already ignoring 100% defense, but for 95% of teams, drop defense is the way that you want to go for sure. Which is great on the passive, places a shield buff on this champion equal to 10% of their max HP at the start of each turn. When attacked whilst under a shield buff, has a 35% chance of placing a fear debuff on the attacker for 1 turn. This is also really nice because getting those fears on those waves in the Doom Tower and the faction wars is really nice, and some PvP content as well. Also with the Midnight Ritual, if you time this correctly, when the head of Mischief steals your buffs, puts it onto all of their other Hydra heads, you're able to just one time strip that off, and you're not going to have any issues with trying to remove them, right? Because you're just placing, so you have that affinity advantage of not getting weak hits. So that's really nice. So the gear that I've chosen to use today is Perception, which is accessible through the Forge by doing stuff like the faction wars on a daily basis. And I highly recommend to put this on because it kind of brings the 2 things that Madame Serris needs: speed and accuracy. And that's all you need to focus on this champion. Of course, some survivability if you're using elsewhere, But if you're just using in PvP, those two stats is pretty much all you're looking for. Now, there is some endgame scenarios where immunity gear really does come into play, or like untouchable sets, to kind of face some Torments or Hegemons. But that's kind of like very situational teams. But as like a broad build, this is something that I would definitely go for. So let's just go over the gear here. We have got speed and accuracy in most of them here. We've tried to glyph as much as we can. Speed and accuracy. We've got HP percent with some accuracy here. We've got accuracy, some speed on the main stat here on the chest plate. Speed on the boots, of course. Accuracy on the banner with some speed. Accuracy and defense. And then we've just got some survivability on the ring. Overall stats, we have gone for 63,000 HP, 2.5k defense. So the 251 speed here is really situational, and it really comes down to the speed tuning of your champions. And if you're building like a traditional speed booster into like a sleep, and then your Madame Serris, and then a nuker, you could potentially drop it off if that's all you're using it for, if the champions are already under a sleep. Then we have got a 53% crit rate, 81% crit damage, and I must say, she can hit reasonably hard with her A2, but that's not the main reason why you would be using her. And then we've got an accuracy of 697. If I was to recommend a baseline, considering you've got full perception, I think 500 is definitely a good starting point for your Madame. Or just as high as you can get. Because you want to be able to strip, right? That is the main reason for this champion. And if you're getting resisted, there's pretty much no point having her, to be honest. So yeah, that's pretty much my build here. Masteries, we have gone for the defensive tree for some counterattacks. Trying to get some of those fears in. And then we've also got the Cycle of Revenge. That's a 50% chance of increasing the turn meter by 15% when an ally is attacked with a critical hit. So this kind of sometimes has some okay value where they kind of hit you, you can cut in and strip some buffs. So definitely don't underlook this. And the support tree, trying to go for Laura Steel, Evil Eye Masteries, and the Eagle Eye for plus 50 accuracy. So yeah, that's my Madame Serris, and let's go into a few areas of the game and have a blast. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to go into the arena first, and this is pretty much the place where most people are going to be using your Madame Serris. And how do I use her? Preferably against Torment teams like this, but you have to bring in a cleanser like a Skytouch Shaman or whoever you got. In this case, I'm using Wither the Crown, who's outstanding. And I've got some presets to speed boost into my cleanser in immunity gear or untouchable, into my Madame Serris, and then of course your nuker, whether that be whoever you got. So let's just give this one a try, and we'll kind of switch up the teams as we go. So look at that, everybody's frozen. Now we're going to come through, strip everything, and nuke. We got a little freeze on there, unfortunately, which is all good. So a team like this is pretty cool, but obviously if you've got a block revive, it's even better for the Torments because it doesn't long out a bit, but this guarantees me to win against those Torment teams every single time. Now you can even think about Hegemon teams, so let's see if we can just quickly find one. Okay, so we have just found a Hegemon team, and we're going to put a team together like this and pretty much have a go at it, right? And let's see how it goes. Now, my Gembo is not speed tuned for this whatsoever, so hopefully we can get this rocking and rolling. Now, we can cleanse this now, and hopefully we can showcase the skills of the A2 here as well, if we don't one-shot. So drop defense and weaken, and here comes Gembo, the Dishonored, and boom. We never managed to get the one-shot, which is okay. Can Madame Serris come through? Oh, we got a provoke on. Can we get a little fear on? That'd be nice. We've got a bit of a shield here. Alright, we managed to do the turn meter decrease with the Masteries. And there we go. So that's kind of a second way you can do it if you want to face a Hegemon as well. But just make sure that your nuker is speed tuned to go straight after your stripper. Or you could just cycle around and get it done on the next cycle, right? Alright, so let's go into my speed teams and how I rock with that. So my traditional team is this one. And this is how I farm my medals on a daily basis. So sleep, drop defense and weaken, and nuke. Going to another team. Alright, let's try to find someone a bit more tanky here. No, I guess that team's okay. Let's try this one. We'll get it down to a 1 speed. So increase turn meter. We're going to place our sleep, whether that be Cornelia or whoever. Drop defense and weaken, and nuke. Pretty nice. Now, let's just find one more team. Okay, so this is going to be the final arena team that I showcase, and then we'll go into the faction wars and stuff. So, there we go. Turn me to increase. Going through with that sleep. And that is not waking him up because we're just placing the debuff and we come through with the nuke. And hopefully we can get a one shot here. Nearly. That's right. Then we come through with the reset. Same kind of deal. And there's that A2 that can steal the buffs. And they've gone on our Madam Serris and we finish up on the next cycle. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that arena showcase, and let's head into the faction wars. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I usually do have a Lydia here, but it's kind of gonna stop the value of the weaken and the drop defense from Rian and Madame Serris and the kind of synergy that they bring. So let's get into this run here, and I'll let you guys enjoy the run. So there we have it, guys, 2 minutes 40 seconds, and that was actually my best run I've ever had on stage 21, so that's pretty cool. But I hope you guys seen the value of the stripping of the buffs from Madame Serris alongside Ari and the Conjurer, placing 2 crucial debuffs without having drop defense and weaken in one champion like a Lydia. Especially against the boss and against wave 2 on those Valkyries, really stripping those shields, placing those spheres, and just doing a great support role for our team here. So the final place that I want to showcase today is just going to be the Hydra boss a little bit. Now the Doom Tower, of course, all the dungeons, it's really going to be beneficial on some floors, but that's just kind of self-explanatory. Now this is a bit of a meme team, so don't take it serious, guys. I just really wanted to showcase what I was talking about in how you can use it in some early to mid game Hydra boss. So let's just get some debuffs up. Alright, let's just target this. We don't want her to get feared. Get some poisons on. Boom. And then let's just get this increased defense block debuffs up and hopefully get stolen. Let's just keep it going. Get some more debuffs up. There we go. And okay, we're not going to showcase that yet. Let's just keep doing this. We're trying to make her worst case scenario here. That's a little bit of damage there from that poison. Get a little reset, why not? Keep those buffs up. There we go, we got stolen. Now, potentially, he's about to put it on all of the allies, or the Hydra heads, so actually, let's let him do it. Let's go decrease accuracy, why not? Get some more poisons out. Why is this doing more damage than I thought? So now he's going to do the cleanse onto everybody, hopefully. There we go. So sometimes you might get in this scenario and you're like, holy crap, what am I supposed to do now? Now you can come in with someone like a Madame Serris. Let's just carry this through. And just do this and strip completely everything. Now as long as you follow that cycle, this Spoils of Mischief is on a 3-turn cooldown. So he has to steal and then spread after 3 turns. And as long as your Madame Serris is potentially going a 4-to-3 ratio, you may want to say, against that head, you're going to be able to consistently spread this or remove it every single time. And And I think that's really remarkable for people that's really struggling with taking these buffs off. So yeah, that is going to be all for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And let me know if you have this champion or if you're looking to pull this champion in the future. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.